Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BVTK. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. From a presentation standpoint, this is somewhat tricky. Not somewhat, it is tricky because there's a whole lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or maybe you bought right there, or heck, maybe you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 3 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty terrible. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. There was a pretty deep pullback today. But from the big picture, the bulls are still in full control. The bulls still have an opportunity to build a higher stair step, and when you have higher lows being built over time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. And and I should note, I am going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess is you just had more of a day trading perspective going into the trade. So let me scrunch this up, and we got to get one update made, and that has to do with this orange line here, which will mean more to those of you that have watched the past videos. But this has been the overall trend line that I've been using. And trend line just being, as long as the price puts in higher lows, then you're able to draw uptrending trend lines, and that's been the case here. And that is why I say from the big picture perspective, the bulls are still in full control because they are still above this, uptrending trend line that we've been tracking now for a few weeks. Like I said, if this is your first video ever of mine you've watched, then okay, that orange line probably doesn't mean that much to you. But if you've watched past ones, then I've talked about this time and time again. And from the big picture perspective, that's what you want to see, the price stay above it. For example, let's say the price actually comes down here, bounces, and then makes a great move up, and then falls all the way down there, and then makes a nice move up, and then falls all the way down there, and then starts headed back up. Sure, the price has falled, but every time it's fell, I think is the right word. Every time it's fell, I just make up words. When I'm not sure, just make up a word. There's some life advice right there. It's put in a higher low every single time. So orange line there, price is still above it. Therefore, the bulls are still in full control. Now, if the price comes down through that orange line, crashes through it, and the price keeps falling and falling, well, at that point in time, you cannot sit around and say that the bulls are in full control still. But that hasn't happened yet. The price is still moving upwards. Pullbacks happen. No price can go straight up or go up and up and up every single day. Pullbacks are part of the game. And as long as they're healthy pullbacks, that's what you want. And again, in this situation, I am defining healthy pullback as staying up above that orange line. So still 3 days left this week. Let's see what happens. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.